The NH1, which comes with our 25mm extra heavy-duty blade, is an ideal tool for cutting building materials. The SCS-1 and SCS-2 are popular in the leather industry and with shoemakers. Gardeners and growers appreciate the convenient versatility of the CS1 and CS2. "50 blade packs of replacement blades are also available to meet the heavy-duty demands of the professional user. Whether for practical, everyday use or in the toolkit of a hobbyist, more and more people are using cutters for a growing range of applications. Olfa cutters are also popular for leisure and craft use, especially for patchwork, quilt making, and model making. Many hobbyists use Olfa tools. In addition to cutters, Olfa also has a rich and varied lineup of accessories, such as mats and rulers, which help to make cutters even more convenient. We offer a wide range of products that enhance both convenience and creativity. In its market, Olfa has been steadily increasing its market share and developing more convenient tools. Olfa supplies a varied range of products for patchwork and quilting. To smoothly cut cloth or paper, our rotary cutters have different types of replaceable circular blades. The CMP3 is a breakthrough product that makes it easy to cut neat circles in cloth. Designed for cutting quilting and chenille, the CHN1 chenille cutter has 4 cutting guides that can be selected according to the thickness of the material. The ultra-sharp black CHB1 blade is used with the CHN1. No matter what you want to cut, the superb sharp-edged blade will help make the work go smoothly. Our range of mats do more than protect the worktop. They also make cutting easier and preserve the cutting edge. The rich range of sizes and the grid and other cutting guidelines make cutting easier. When you want to cut something, a mat is indispensable. All of our quilt rulers have a frosted finish that makes the scale easy to read when working with densely patterned fabrics or dark materials. They are also thick enough to discourage even rotary cutters from riding on the ruler. Grids and other guidelines are an aid when cutting different types of lines. Convenient and easy-to-use Olfa cutters have broadened the world of patchwork and quilt making. In addition to our standard cutters for paper craft, the AK1, AK4, CMP1, and CMP1DX are also widely used. Scrapbookers find that cutters such as the A, AK1, RTY4, WAC2, PIK2, and CMP1DX enable them to cut the exact shapes they want to make. Heavy-duty cutters are often used for model making, but for highly precise work, the SAC1, CK1, and CK2 craft knives are also popular. When it comes to cutting plastic sheets, the P800 and P450 are designed to cleanly cut rigid acrylic and vinyl. Anyone can easily make their own clean-edged mounts for pictures and photos using the MC45 and MC45DX. The MC45DX comes with a grooved ruler that makes clean, accurate cuts easy. The AK1 is Olfa's standard art knife. The pen grip makes it useful for precise work. The environmentally friendly shaft is made entirely from recycled plastic. The standard blade angle is 32.8 degrees. And the knife is supplied in a package with 25 blades. To insert a blade, you grasp the barrel and spin the shaft to open the chuck. After inserting a blade in the jaws, spin the shaft until the blade is securely gripped. For people who spend long hours at their craft, the AK4 is a professional tool for precise cutting. The non-slip rubber grip makes it easier to hold the knife for long hours with less fatigue. The option of 3 types of blades, the straight KB4S, the curved KB4R, or the chisel tip KB4F, makes the AK4 a multi-purpose tool. It can also accept 2 saw blades, the KB4F5 and the KB4NS3 that are used with the hobby knife. To change the blade, you grasp the rubber grip and spin the shaft to open the jaws enough to remove the blade. After inserting a new blade, spin the shaft until the blade is securely gripped. The SAC1 is a snap-off blade cutter that takes acutely pointed 30-degree tip SAB blades. It's suited to precise work where the cut opening has to be clearly visible. The ultra-slim long body is stylish and easy to hold. Made from stainless steel, it is also resistant to rust. The OL is an important tool for carpet layers. The blade holder has a special form with an upper channel that extends beyond the handle to prevent flexing of the blade and enable cutting of thick materials. At the other end of the handle, a blunt, claw-like extension makes it easy to push carpet into corners or to apply pressure when carpet is laid over tack strips. Safety is given high priority in the SK4, which has a spring mechanism to automatically retract the blade. The SK4 is widely used for cutting cardboard or expanded vinyl wrapping materials. With the SK4, you do not have to keep your thumb on the slider while cutting. The instant the blade leaves the cut, it is automatically retracted into the handle. To replace the blade, move the lugs of the slider to the indentations in the blade channel and raise the slider by pulling it. The CMP1 is convenient for cutting circles in paper, vinyl, and other materials. By adjusting the length of the sliding arm and tightening the screw, it's possible to cut circles with diameters of from 1 to 15 centimeters. When the cutting edge becomes dull from use, the screw-fixed blade can be removed and replaced. For left-handers, you can reverse the direction of rotation and set the blade to face the opposite direction. To avoid making spike holes in the material, use the supplied center spike pad. When the center spike pad is used, the minimum circle diameter is 4 centimeters. To ensure safety, after use, move the slider to the end of the arm and place the cap on the unit. The cap can store up to 5 spare blades and also holds the center spike pad. The CMP1DX is a compass cutter with a ratchet built into the handle. This ratchet mechanism enables circular cuts from 1.6 to 22 centimeters in diameter to be easily made without wrist rotation. It can cut materials such as paper and plastic film. If you use the supplied center spike pad, you can avoid making spike holes in the cut material. Before use, remove the spike cap and attach it to the compass. That way you will avoid losing it. Loosen the screw to release the blade. After use, always return the blade and replace the cap on the spike. The CL is a carton cutter with a sturdy staple remover and a guide to facilitate cutting off box tops. Having a staple remover immediately at hand makes work go much more efficiently. The flat plate below the blade tip moves across the carton surface, ensuring that cuts are made to the desired depth. Using this guide makes it even easier to neatly cut off the tops of cartons. Our RTY models use Olfa's exclusive high-quality rotary blades. These ultra-sharp blades have made our rotary cutters popular for their ability to smoothly and cleanly cut all kinds of fabric, from thin cloth to thick quilts. This revolutionary cutter also enables free cutting of paper, rubber, and other materials such as film that were previously hard to cut. This simple and easy-to-use design is the successor to the world's first hand rotary cutter that was developed by Olfa in 1979. Before use, the blade cover is retracted to expose the blade. Then material placed on a cutting mat can be cut by running the blade over it. The rotary cover can be used either right or left-handed. The blade cover should always be replaced after use to keep the blade safely covered. An added safety feature has been built into the RTY2DX rotary cutter. It has been designed so that the blade is only exposed when the handle is gripped. Using the same exclusive ultra-sharp rotary blades as the RTY2DX is a breakthrough tool that cuts all kinds of fabric from thin cloth to thick quilts, and enables free cutting of paper, rubber, and other materials, such as film that were previously hard to cut. When the lock is released and the handle is squeezed, the blade comes out. Gripping the handle allows cutting to be done by running the blade over material laid on a cutting mat. After use, press the lock button to ensure that the blade does not accidentally come out when the cutter is not in use. With the RTY2DX, the blade can be reversed,